two important, significant things that happened today. Welcome to the LaFlare Lounge. First, shall I say, it's your boy BigJusLaFlare. Now, Gunna is free, and then we had the key witness, Kelsey Nicole, actually be a witness in the Tory Lanez trial, where Megan Thee Stallion is the star witness. And she played a little trickery out here. I cannot lie. She finessed the prosecution. She finessed the prosecution. This is like an episode of Power, bro. I tell you not. She did exactly what what's the latest one, Power Book 2? What did the white boy do? He acted like he was gonna play ball with the prosecution and testify on his friend, on what's the boy name, on the son. And then when he got in there, he got his immunity. Guess what? I don't know what happened. I'm doing the Fifth Amendment. Yup, I'm getting Tariq out of jail. On God, that's what happened. This shit is like a movie. Now here we got the lawyer for workers. He's gonna give us two different videos where he explaining everything that happened today. So I don't have to read the shit. Y'all just sit back and listen.
God, when we walked out of that courtroom just now, every single person was shocked. Every single person was frozen. A lot of people were looking at me like, bro, tell me what is going on. Kelsey took the stand. Before she even started talking, there were fireworks. This started with Kelsey coming in and saying she is invoking her Fifth Amendment right to remain silent and not testify. When someone invokes the Fifth Amendment, they have to be invoking it because if they were to testify, they would be giving testimony that incriminates themselves. She said, I will not testify because I would be giving testimony that I'm incriminating myself. That's what it means when she invoked the Fifth Amendment. Now, the government offered her immunity. They said that we will not prosecute you and use this testimony against you, so please testify. Her lawyer came back and said, well, that's not good enough. I don't want you to just not use her testimony against her. I want you to confirm to me that you will not prosecute her for any crimes arising out of this instance, out of this situation. The prosecutors said, yes, on the record, we will not be charging Kelsey for anything that came out of this incident.
Now, if Kelsey is invoking her Fifth Amendment right, to me, this means that she's guilty of something. Because if she didn't do anything, why would she need immunity? Why is she worried about immunity? To me, this means there's something that happened that she doesn't want to get out there. Or if it does get out there, she won't suffer the consequences from it. Very savvy move on her part and her lawyer's part. But it goes to show Tory probably shouldn't be on this trial, on this case, because the prosecution has done nothing but sloppy work. Everything from down to the investigating, the marking, the blood spatter, everything, to collecting evidence, bullets going missing, the hospital. Like, Megan's been lying the whole time. Her story doesn't even match with the prosecution story. Kelsey is painting her out to be a drunk, belligerent bitch. Let's continue.
And then she testified. I'm going to go over the whole testimony in the next video, but here's the piece that we just left off at lunch. The courtroom is just, I can't even explain the tension. They asked her, at one point, did Tory ever say that I'll shoot you? And she said, I'm invoking my Fifth Amendment right, which suggests, they asked her, what's the context? When did he say I'm going to shoot you? She said, I invoked the Fifth, which suggests that the context was Kelsey was doing something. Perhaps Meg was also doing something that would incriminate her. That's the context.
Yeah. So he's saying that basically they're trying to say that Tory threatened to shoot them. But when they're asking, why did he say that? Like he just said, something else was occurring. Maybe one of them were doing something that made him say that. Now, I don't know. I guess we'll never know because she did her Fifth Amendment. Megan has already took the stand. So this is the last piece of the story unless, for whatever reason, Tory goes to the stand. But at this point, I wouldn't go up there. because there's nothing for him else to say. I mean, like, this is a shit show. He's gonna be free. He's not going to jail. I'm gonna keep it a bean with y'all. He's not going to jail, and we'll probably never get the rest of the full story. We're never gonna know who actually pulled the real trigger. Was he wrestling the gun out her hand? Did she just try to shoot her? Hell, at this point, I don't even think they tested Megan for GSR. This is how sloppy they are. So she could have damn near shot herself, because she was initially in the front seat where the gun was at. So we don't know what happened at this point.
That's what I get from it. That's my opinion. That's my read of it. For those of you who have been telling me that I'm biased and that there's only one angle to this story and that a man pulled a gun and shot 5 times at another woman and that the prosecutors haven't charged him with attempted murder, but I'm biased. If you believe the story that a man pulled a gun and shot 5 times at another woman, he hasn't been charged with attempted murder, and now you have another woman in the car saying, I plead the fifth. Oh,
exactly. Now let's get to the second part where he says this. Now, I also want to be like, I guess the people that's still hanging on that Tory did it, I understand. The women do not want to take an L. Most of them are women. And they're not going to, and I've come to realize that a lot of the women, once this case is over, if Tory beats this case, they're still going to say that he did it. That's just how, like, people act like, they're just going to say it's an injustice for a black woman. She didn't get, this is why black women don't speak up. We're the least protected. And a lot of that is true, but we can't just use that in every instance. Like, people are saying that are literally delusional or literally are not following the trial and just painting him guilty. That's what it is. Megan lied numerous times. Her own friend is throwing her under the bus right now, but let's continue.
All right, you heard the bombshell from this morning. Let me catch you up on the rest of Kelsey's testimony. They asked her, how are you feeling? She said, I don't want to be here. They asked her, what's triggering you? She said, quote, lies from Megan. She was asked, what lies? That I betrayed her, that I am a bad friend, that I took hush money. She was asked, how do you feel about
lies from Megan? So don't say it's me. Kelsey's saying that she's lying, her own friend. And a lot of people, like he said, they're saying like she's putting out there that, she took money. At this point, it just sounds like somebody who's been doing all the lying is making that accusation. Nobody else is.
The allegation that you shot Megan? She said that's ridiculous. She was asked, how did you meet Tory Lanez? Me and Meg both met him at the same time at a Rock Nation brunch. She continued that after they met, Meg wanted to hook Tory up with Kelsey, that did happen, that Kelsey and Tory were engaged in an intimate relationship, that Kelsey got COVID, went back to Texas, and during the time she was back at Texas, having left LA, Tory and Meg started getting it on. They talked about the night of the incident. They got to Kylie Jenner's house around 3 to 4 p.m. She was a great witness, by the way. She answered everything extremely knowledgeably, extremely truthfully. I believe every word she said. She never seemed like she was trying to hide something, except when she pled the fifth, of course. Now, she's clarified this was not a party. Those were just people hanging out. There was maybe 5 or 6 people before Tory got there. There was a lot of alcohol. She said at one point she did pass out. When she woke up, Tory was there. They were all in the pool. They were having fun. She confirmed a lot of the speculation. Tory was hooking up or trying to hook up, flirting with Kylie in the pool. Meg was very agitated, trying to leave with Tory. Tory did not want to leave. She contradicted Meg's testimony. Meg said, I don't remember ever leaving once and then coming back. Kelsey testified they all got in the car. They left without Tory. As they were going, Meg is rambling, being just weird, and then says, I forgot my slipper. Let's go back. They all go back to get her slipper. Then they grab Tory. Kelsey didn't go in at that point when they went back, but when they came out.
Do you know the nerve of Megan Thee Stallion? First of all, that's a lie. She's been lying her whole testimony. But do you know the nerve that you gotta have to be allegedly fucking all the niggas that she's fucking the nigga behind your best friend's back, and then when he's doing his thing, you got the nerves to be mad and to go back with your friend in the car, who you're basically backstabbing, go back, grab him, cock block him because he's trying to talk to another girl, Maybe your friend is seeming like, oh, she's concerned about me, or you faking like you left a slipper, or you left a slipper on purpose just to turn around. The nerve of Meg. I'm not saying Meg ain't a good person, but god damn, you just seem like a very selfish. Actually, I am saying she's a bad person because of that and because she's on this stand just lying. And she's continued to lie. Where a nigga who has kids, a family, you're putting his life in danger, deported. It's a lot riding with Tory. And you out here playing games so you can maintain the success that you got after blaming him. This is crazy.
Meg came out with Tory, and Meg said to Kelsey, bitch, Kylie told us it's time for us to go. Tory drops the bombshell that he had been hooking up with Meg. Kelsey did not know this. The first time she learned this is in that car. That's when the argument ensues. That's when just lots of arguing is going back and forth. The prosecutor really tried to pin it down and make it look like the argument was only between Tory and Meg, and Kelsey was adamant that nah, everybody was arguing with each other. It was a mess. She confirmed that Meg was dissing Tory's career, his skills as an artist. This stuff all crescendoed. The prosecutors asked her.
First of all, Megan, you should not be dissing Tory's career and his skills as an artist. While you are a very talented rapper and you have your own hits under your belt, maybe you have seen more success number-wise on certain songs and shit. But we're not going to act like Tory is not more talented than you. He can spit better than you, and he can sing, and he can perform. Stop playing on his head top.
Her about, was there ever a threat made by Tory to shoot? She said yes. Prosecutor asked her, what's the context? She said, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. You can only invoke your fifth if the testimony that you are compelled to give will incriminate you, meaning that the context around the threat, if Meg will not tell us, if Kelsey tells us, it would incriminate her. All right, you heard the bombshell.
All right, man. So y'all heard it right there, man. To me, it just sounds like Tory, he's going to get off because there's no concrete proof due to anybody's testimony that he shot her. We've had the two key witnesses that the prosecution has had. Unless somehow they get the bodyguard, the driver, and he has something different to say, which I haven't heard his name the whole case, which is kind of weird, but it sounds like the defense ain't going to need him. Because the prosecution sucks. This is the dumbest case. The prosecution just played themselves with Kelsey. Stupid. Like, what are y'all doing? Then we got Megan. She's lying. Kelsey, smart. She knows she did some shit she wasn't supposed to be doing. In order to get my testimony, I'm pleading the fifth. You better give me some goddamn immunity. And that's what happened. And then she got up there and played the prosecution. And basically, she damn near took the damn cuffs off of Tory. Tory gonna sleep well tonight. This shit about to get thrown out. There's no reason. Hey, look. Y'all tell me what y'all think down below. What's y'all opinion, man? Who did it? Who done it? Are we ever gonna figure out who did it? Are we ever gonna know? Do we think that the women are still going to say that Tory is guilty and that it was an injustice to a black woman and this is why black women don't speak up? Y'all let me know everything y'all think about this case. Let's discuss it. I'm here. I'm off work tomorrow. Let's just get in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell. And we out, baby. Boom.
Our Daddy channel. Subscribe for Daddy channel.